speaking. So welcome to our solstice celebration and healing. I like to do one of these, this time of year, especially if we run something like Angelus, which we ran last year too, around the same time. So some of you are done with Angelus, the 21 days of Angelus, and some of you are not. Some of you are still going, so I just want to honor that, and that some of you are not done yet, but you'll probably be done by the end of the month. Thank you everyone for coming to this call. So far we have 91 people here from literally all over the world. We have Christine from Ireland saying hi now. I always get so touched to see who comes to these calls, because I mean, literally you guys are my people, and you are such a incredible part of a dream that I probably never thought was possible, or I never thought would happen. And so the reason why I'm talking about that dream is because the solstice is a time, it's a threshold into dreaming. So if you think about what bears do during the wintertime, and I know we have a lot of people in the Southern Hemisphere that are not entering dream time. They're entering a slightly different time. But because we're in the threshold, all of this can still apply to us. So our dreams are important, because if we don't have dreams, we kind of feel lost. And so I want you to really think about, in this call, Laura in Clayton, California, you're so close. What up, Laura? So think about what you're dreaming in for 2017. And I'm hoping everyone brought a pen and a paper, because we're going to be doing some writing to help really get clear and boost your magic. It's one thing to have thoughts about, this is what I want, this is really what I want, but it's a whole other beast to kind of write it down on paper. So take this as an opportunity. Our angels are here. You guys have been doing incredible work with Angelus. And let me just tell you a little bit about how Angelus was born. And by the way, let me just introduce myself. Some of you guys are new, maybe have never heard me speak before. I'm Corin Grillo. I do a lot of angel work. I'm an angel healer, an angel channel, angel intuitive. I do a lot of teaching these things. I try and teach other people the best that I can how to do what I do, but often they do it better secretly, because all of us have these gifts. So one of my commitments to people who want to learn is to teach them everything that I know, everything that I can, so they can learn how to create massive miracles in their lives, in the lives of others. And so I wasn't always an angel healer, though. I was a licensed marriage and family therapist, a psychotherapist. So my background is really coming from a deep connection into psychology, understanding the mind. And as I encountered the angels and doing the angel work, I noticed that my heart and mind started shifting so radically. And most of you guys already know that, I encountered them, and the angels, not in a subtle way. There was an actual miracle that happened where it's really in a low point of my life, a bird fell to the ground. I'm going to synthesize this one. Fell to the ground right in front of me, and I saw its broken wing. It was about, like pigeon size. Saw its broken wing. It was trying to push itself up, and it couldn't. And all I had at the time was angels. I'd been doing angel work for 3 days only, 3 days. And I had already started feeling personally better. So I felt so bad for this birdie. I prayed for it, and I said, angels, take it out of its suffering. And I didn't quite know what I was asking for. I was just like, look, I'm not going to pick it up because I don't know a damn thing about birds, and I'm on my way to my clients, and I'm going to be late and all this stuff. But really, before my eyes, that bird transformed into 3 birds. One small bird popped up from it, a second, and then a third. And there was no body left on the ground. And so the angels listened to my prayer, and they didn't just take this bird out of its suffering. They multiplied its health by 3 and gave it, in a sense, a rebirth completely. And so this angel work that we do, to me, has a deep meaning. It's not just about worship. It's about profound transformation. It's about transforming our hearts, minds, and lives at such a deep level. And that's exactly what it's done for me. I was just a different person on the inside. I always played a good game. People kind of somehow, I don't know why they thought I had my shit together, but a lot of people thought I had my shit together. But on the inside, for the first 3.5 decades of my life, I was in deep suffering, very deep suffering. I had, pretty harsh childhood, and it affected me. It changed me. And so working with the angels in a way that we're doing right now. It's not so much, like, especially with angelness, it's like 5 to 10 minutes a day. You just take some breaths and you let the angels in, and cool things happen. For those of you who, Jesus is in the house, Eunice. Yeah. Oh, good. She's already having a Jesus experience. Yeah. Jesus comes to these calls, faux show. And so for those of you who are doing angelness or have finished angelness, please do write down, just say yes if something shifted for you, or you had a cool experience, or a cool synchronicity, or maybe you maybe believe a little bit more than you did before. Let me know for you what happened for you. And you just have to say yes if you were touched or affected by you can write whatever you want, but you don't have to write a book if you don't want. Oh, Sylvia says yes. Stephanie says yes. Reagan Marie says yes. The angels are amazing. They are. Deborah, Latasha, Laura, Ondach. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and Kristen says yes. Lots of numbers, one after another. Yeah. So this is why I do these things, you guys. So let me tell you about how angelness was born. Really, it just came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. And it was probably about 2 weeks before December. And the angels started kind of pressing on me, like, you have to do another program. I'm like, I've just done a bunch of stuff. We're headed into December. What are you talking about? And so, I wasn't sure exactly what they were talking about, but as it started coming through, it was like one of the most beautiful things I had ever done. When they started sharing with me what it was about, it was truly about gifts from the angels. Like, it's gift giving season, right? And so, so I just, as I understood what they wanted me to do, I just got so excited. And I had a business coach at that time, and my business coach is like, don't waste your time on that. You're not going to make any money with that. And I'm like, this is not about money, girl. This is about like gifts from the angels. We are creating an angel freaking holiday right now. Sorry, I said freaking angels. Okay. And I forgot to give the disclaimer for those of you who have never seen me speak before. I do some, maybe a little more cussing than you're used to from angel peeps. The angels don't seem to mind. They don't complain that much about it. And so anyways, that's where angelness came from. So every day I would sit and I would like, okay, what's today's gift? And I would channel it. And there was sometimes like, I wanted to influence it, right? I wanted to be like, no, and I remember this one, I was like, we're not going to have the gift of forgiveness. Are you serious right now? I mean, seriously, what kind of angels are you? You don't want the people to experience the gift of forgiveness. And so we went like back and forth, and so these particular gifts in this order is exactly what they wanted. Okay. I maybe gave them a little lip, but they always kind of won that war because I knew that this was really for, from them or to you. And so I'm so excited to be able to do it this year for absolutely free. We had over 1,000 people from all over the world do this. So we were just all together raising the roof, and some of us still are. We still are raising the roof. Some of us are still bringing in these gifts. And let me tell you, when you're lifted, your environment's lifted, the people around you are lifted. And for many of us, especially those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the hardest time of the year. We've lost a lot of loved ones. The stress is really high to get all the gifts in order and all the parties and do all the right thing. And it's like you're moving so fast, but technically that's not the right thing to do. It's not necessarily the wrong thing, but wintertime is a time of freezing over. It's a time of slowing down. That's how nature does it. And so all this activity often goes against nature, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. So that's why so many of us struggle during this time, because our souls really want to slow down. We just want to chillax. We want to go deep inside of ourselves, revere, connect with our soul, sleep, dream. Those are the things that like sound delicious to us if we're in cold weather right now. Oh, thanks, JoJo says she loves that I'm so real. Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I can get a little too real. So we'll see. We'll see how today's webinar goes. And it's not, I don't think, this is not really a real webinar. This is just like us hanging out and celebrating and talking, but there are some things I want to kind of go over with you today. And if you excuse me, I'm starting to come down with a cold, so I might be like doing this so I could blow my nose. That's me blowing my nose, okay? Hi, I'm back. So So you guys, there's a few things that I want to go through with you today. I have some really cool freaking news, and I'm going to announce it at the end of the call. But like, how for anybody who's done one of these 21-day things, like usually people are really, a lot of times they're really like, I really love this, and what are we going to do next? Because like I just want to keep going. And usually I'm like, yeah, you can keep going, but like I don't have a plan, right? Like I have maybe another program to roll them into, but I don't really have a sustainable way for us to keep the energy raised. So I'm going to share with you guys one of my dreams that I'm dreaming up, and I'm so excited about it. Like I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to share that with you later today. And we're going to go through some of your dreams, and also, in order to make room for dreams, you have to let go of, you have to make space for them. And solstice, so every solstice is a process of not just rebirth but death. And so besides thinking about what you're dreaming up, think about this year and what needs to die. What do you need to put to death, put to the end to? Sometimes it's resentment. Sometimes it's a job that you're done with, a house, a relationship, a belief pattern, some feelings about yourself like guilt or shame or worry, financial worry. What is it that you really want to bring an end to? And so you're going to write some of those things down too. And so let those percolate for a quick sec. We'll get to those like really like in a minute or something, a minute. And so after we do just a little processing and get you writing a little bit, then we're going to do a healing. And I had the coolest experience last night where I was sleeping and I just saw this bright light. It was like this bright golden light, and it started happening even when I got home, and I was just like, what's going on? And I was like, Archangel Uriel, is that you? And I didn't really hear anything, but I just felt that it was Archangel Uriel. And so often so on this call, I'm going to do one more gift. It's not just 21 gifts. Today is going to be an extra gift, but I wanted to wait till this morning to figure out what the gift was. And so it turns out the gift was the gift of light, right? So today we're going to be doing the gift of light, which is so perfect because the sun, the light is returning now. In solstice, we've gone through a period of shorter and shorter days, and after today, we're going to start heading back to the light. And so, so the gift of divine light. And I was like, well, don't I already have that one like 10 times in every program? And so I looked at Angelus, and I couldn't believe that there was no gift of divine light. I mean, am I wrong? But anyway, so and I feel like so complete with this one. I feel like, aha, we need that gift. And so we're going to be doing the gift of light. And so when I was like, okay, who wants to do the gift of light? Archangel Uriel, right? And then so I was like, oh yeah, right. Archangel Uriel's name means the light of God. That's what Uriel means. So we have Archangel Uriel for sure coming to you guys today to help illuminate your dreams, illuminate your heart, your mind with the light of God, with the light of truth. And we also have some letting go of some old bullshit that you really don't need to be holding on to. This was a fucked up year. Is that just me? Sorry, F-bomb already. It's going to be a long call. Am I wrong? I mean, but when I say fucked up, I just mean like sometimes you just get sideswiped and you don't see it coming. And so this has been a huge year for upheaval. And I'm probably going to say that every year for the next 3 years, but huge year for upheaval for so many of us. And sometimes it seems like nonstop. Sometimes it's inner upheaval. Sometimes it's outer upheaval. And sometimes it feels like things out of control, having a cataclysmic accident, someone that you loved close to you passing away, a relationship dying that you thought was going to be forever, you having to all of a sudden leave a job. Maybe you got laid off, or maybe you just couldn't freaking tolerate it anymore. You had to go. And let me just say, if anything like this, with Jane saying, hope I didn't. Okay, good. No, you're still good, Jane. Don't worry. You didn't miss much. You just missed me a lot of flapping these lips. So don't worry about it. We haven't gotten to the healing yet. But have a pen and paper handy, Jane. Okay. So let me just say this, you guys. Before I came on this call, it was just really clear that so many of you are what we consider to be light workers or earth angels. Have you guys heard those terms before? Can you say yes if you've heard the word light worker or earth angels? Yeah, okay, yeah, so many of you. Oh, so many of you, yes. Oh my gosh, it's like moving even faster. Oh yeah, good. So there's a lot of words for him, you know, and I feel not all of them cover it. They don't, like Earth Angel doesn't quite cut it for me. It's so much more than that. Light Worker doesn't quite cut it for me. It's so much more than that. And I almost feel like what doesn't come close is the fact that we are all in this together. I feel that we're all family, those of us who identify with not necessarily being from here. We're here to create a change, create a shift, a mission. We have a mission here to help and support however it is that we do it. And we all do it in so many different ways. But I didn't know, you know, I had a mission to like teach about angels and to bridge people with the light. That's the last thing I would ever think I would be on my plate, you know, when I'm like, you know, 44 going on 45. And so we all have this beautiful, powerful mission. So if you identify with being a light worker or earth angel, I know the struggle of having that feeling inside of you that there's more that you need to do, but you don't know what it is. And so what ends up happening is that sometimes we have to go through big transitions so that we can come in more alignment with our soul, so that we can get clear on what's important. Actually, that's one of the reasons why so much bad stuff happens, because sometimes we're living totally out of alignment with who we are. We're in the wrong relationships. We're in the wrong career. We have kind of the wrong friends that don't, and when I say wrong, I mean people who don't take care of our hearts. We're so used to taking care of everyone else and other people. And then we get pissed that no one's taking care of us. But, you know, we have to be the first ones to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, no one else is going to do it. No one else is going to do it. Yeah, I see so many of you relating to what I'm saying here. And so sometimes we have to get real with ourselves. So I'll tell you the first big stripping away. I mean, I had a lot of stripping aways over the time, but one of the big ones when I thought I was on the top of my game. And it was just the most bullshit game. I was like senior client relations manager, suffering on the inside, by the way, in my late 20s, suffering on the inside, a miserable freaking person, playing a good game on the outside. But on the inside in my secret life, I was doing drugs, drinking, and like really medicating myself, because if you're a light worker and an earth angel, you know that you're freaking sensitive to almost everything, right? Like you're sensitive to words, you're sensitive to, you know, you can't, like, especially nowadays, like if you guys have been slowly less able to watch the news and watch harsh movies, it's because you're really awakening. You're just awakening and your heart's opening, and it's very hard work. But yeah, one of the big stripping away that was like in a really negative way was that here I was like playing this perfect role to the outside. Like, you know, my dad was proud of me. That's when you know some shit's wrong. Everybody, you know, and I was like, ooh, look, I'm a senior client relations manager. And right when I was getting super cocky about it, like I finally had this life thing figured out, I landed in jail for 3 days. And it was like, I got so rocked by that. So drug related, I got so emotionally rocked from that, right? Because I thought that I was doing everything right. I was doing the formula in life. I went to college. I got a good job. You know, I had nice clothes, and I thought I was doing the right thing. But Spirit's like, no, man, you're fucking miserable, right? I mean, I don't think they cuss, but they probably did back then, because I deserved some cussing at. But I was so out of alignment with who I am. And I was doing like crazy ass sales back then which just sales, no heart involved, nothing. It's just like this, it's so lame for me. But it worked because I was kind of good at it. So you just keep going just because you're good at it. And let me just say this, if you are really good at something, it doesn't mean you have to keep doing it, by the way. So let me just get that clear. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you have to keep doing it. So that's where I got all messed up in my head. It's like, I'm really good at this. This must be like working for me. So Spirit's like, oh, hell to the no. So I went through a dark night of the soul after that and got so much deeper inside of myself. I meditated essentially for 18 months after that, like literally. I went to a bunch of meditation things, and my only thing was like I was meditating. And so, anyways, if you've had a really fucked up year, good for you, because it really gets you more in touch with your soul, with your light. And we don't have to cling to the pain of it. And so that's what today's about. It's about putting an end to the pain, putting an end to the pain, putting an end to the dark energy, to that which is in the past that you no longer need actively hurting you. Maybe you need some lessons, you need to get some wisdom from it, but it doesn't have to keep on hurting you, and it surely doesn't have to hold you back. I'm so grateful for that little 3 days in jail. I think it saved my life, because I could still be like a big ass asshole right now. God, that would suck. Whew. So my heart goes out to you guys, everyone who's transitioning, and now more than ever, it's important to go deep with your heart, and to your divine guidance will save you. My connection with the angels has saved my life in so many different ways. I'm going to do a nose break real quick. All the glitz and glamour. Okay, so really, again, this angel work is life-saving. I'm glad you guys said yes to the angelness. And I hope that it's really helped you lift the vibes of the season right now. If you're one of those people who go dark during December, I just want you to know you're not alone. And really, that's always the message with the angels and from the angels. You guys are not alone. None of us are alone. And so, let me just read in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some people are just, I think Leslie said she feels like I'm describing her. Yeah. Oh, great. Quietest nose blow ever. It's more like a nose wipe. More like a wipe. Maybe I should go for the full blown blow. Okay. Oh, awesome, you guys. Okay, so we're going to get into the work, the personal work that you guys are going to do, the processing and connecting with the spirit. And before this, I want to do an invocation. Yeah. And whatever it is that your guys are going through, they really want you, when we start writing, they want you to release the guilt and shame that you have attached to anything that's happened. In particular, from this year, think about what's making you feel guilty and ashamed. They want you to write down, as far as what you need to let go of, write some of that shit down. So take your pen and paper out, and first we are going to connect with our hearts. And I'm first going to do an invocation, so we bring in the spirit even harder, even more. So close your eyes and invite your loving angels in. We're just going to up front thank them in bringing us all together here. All these beautiful people. I'm so grateful myself to have all of you guys here. And thank you for any blessings that anybody's received through the angelness or angel power. I've done 2 of these programs. And I just love them both. I'm just so grateful. And so for you guys, any gifts that you have going on in your life right now, give your angels so much gratitude right now. And we invoke the creator of all that is, Archangel Uriel and Archangel Azrael, and all of the rest of our archangels. We also ask for the beautiful spirits of Solstice to come to us today, the loving helpers of these transitions. We ask you to help us with our dreams, to help us let go of whatever it is that's blocking us from our dreams. And we ask for a beautiful, illuminated 2017. Archangel Uriel, help us bring the light into all aspects of our life in 2017. Help light it up from the inside out, bring God's life, bring God's truth, and help illuminate the darkness for us so we can start seeing more clearly our path and our mission, in particular for those of us who identify with the light workers and earth angel thing. Each of us know you have a mission. You may not know what it is, but you will soon enough, one step at a time. So thank you for coming. Beautiful angels and God and Jesus. Jesus, how can we step away without saying, Jesus, it's your birthday, son. It's your birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday, Jesus. Okay, guys, so with your pen and paper, you're going to write down that which is dead. And on a sheet of paper, I'm going to talk to you about death. And our tendency is to fear it. We have a fear of letting go. Many of us would rather cling to something that's just freaking not working for fear of what might be next. Because we don't fear the unknown. We don't know what it is. Oh my gosh, but I have to tell you, Spirit gave me an incredible vision this morning about what, in fact, holding on to those things is like. You know how you eat a beautiful filet mignon or a beautiful, tofu burger or whatever it is your favorite thing to eat is, and it's so delicious, it's so fitting in the moment for who you are and what you're craving in the moment, and it goes down and it nourishes your body. And then as it continues to go down, it evacuates as a turd. And so when we hold on to something that used to be beautiful, that used to work for us, whether it's a relationship, a career, a thought pattern, if we continue to hold on to those things because they used to work for us, essentially, and they're dead on some level, essentially you're clinging to a turd. And so quit clinging to the turds. So I want you to write down what in your life is the turd. Where do you know the energy's kind of dead, but you're too afraid to look at it? You're too afraid to look at it because it would mean like change. And change is scary for so many of us. And what I want to say about writing down the big things, thank you, Joe. She likes the analogy. But it's true. People cling to turds left and right. You know who they are, and you may be one of them. But sometimes turds are really, some of them are really awesome, but they're still not working for you at a soul level. So you may have an incredible job with incredible income, but it's not making your heart sing. Therefore, it's what looks great to your bank account could in fact be a turd to your soul. And so you have to learn to identify those things. What are they? What are they in your life that you know? And so Spirit starts calling you to make these changes, and we start pretending like we're not hearing them. There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. What if he gets better someday? Or what if it just gets better because it used to work? Or but my bank account is so flush with cash. Who am I without this job? That's the opposite of using your heart. And let me just tell you, the only way I survive now is by my heart, by divine guidance. I know if I wasn't listening, I would be freaking tortured right now, just like so many people. And so you guys have to start going inwards. Your divine guidance should be number one in your life. But I know so many of us are lost because there's not a good place to go, right? Like so many of us are somewhat repulsed by the notion of going to church because it doesn't necessarily honor Spirit in the way that we know it to be, which is extremely personal and unique. And so because we feel like we don't have a place to go, it stays hard for us to stay, connected. And so, but still they're, keeping in your guidance, having a daily practice, I just want to stress to you, is so important. And so where's the turds? And I want to hear, feel free to share some of the turds. Like what do you really need to release? So, sometimes it's just this anger that you have at this person. Please write this stuff down because the magic that we're about to do works. We are on a high energetic peak right now. There's a lot of energy right now with the solstice, with freaking Mercury retrograde, who's been rocking people left and right. And so Kimberly wants to let go of narcissistic people in her life. Caroline probably needs to let go of all the hipsters, the scene friends. Yeah. Yeah, the worry about not having enough money. Yeah, negative people. The problem, sometimes, Lynn, when you say you're going to let go of negative people, sometimes those closest to us are the biggest negative influences, our partners, our family, so that one's sometimes really tricky, but you can release your agitation about them being negative. Or you could just totally let them go. I've been fantasizing about that, some of them, for a while. Home, yeah, fears, doubts, and disbeliefs about her worthiness. Yeah, worthiness is a really good one. So if you guys resonate with, not feeling worthy enough for better things, for that dream life that you're looking for, please write down. You want to let go of not feeling worthy. And I also want to say about that not feeling worthy, I want you to think about who the first person was that taught you that you weren't worthy. And you want to write down that memory and say, I release this freaking memory because that's a damn lie. Just because motherfucker told me I wasn't worthy doesn't mean I'm not worthy. You are worthy. We are all worthy. I didn't know it either. I didn't know it either. I know it now, but I didn't know it before. Yeah, I love watching you guys talk. So cute. Okay, so what are they? Write them down. And so Archangel Azrael is the angel of death. And, you know, the more that you get to love death, like as a beautiful portal to transition, the more that you get less freaked out by it. The energy of death, when, you know, it comes in handy if you're trying to put to death these things that you're writing down, right? You need that energy. So Archangel Azrael helps us with the grief threshold. It helps us let go of the grief. It helps loved ones cross over. And so who are the people in your life that messed with your head when you were younger, or they messed with your head when you were dating them, right? You might as well write that shit down now. Okay, yeah, we have Rainey saying she wants to let go of treating herself like she's a garbage bin, smoking, for example. And so, Rainey, what I'm going to say to you about tobacco and smoking is that tobacco is a plant that is to be, that we can learn to, that it is respected all over the world to being a great healer. And so your act of smoking, believe it or not, can be an act of healing. It's like this unconscious need to heal. And so what I would do for you is release your hatred of yourself, is what it feels like, because of it, and invite tobacco in as an ally and ask it to help you use it as medicine, to use it as a plant. And so you don't have to always inhale it. You can just smoke tobacco, blow it towards a dream. I know this is probably tripping everyone out because you don't hear about this shit in popular, you know, pop culture, but I'm not a huge fan of pop culture as it is. So like any good thing, it can be abused, any powerful thing. So yes, tobacco is powerful, but I do feel like for you, please release your guilt and shame about that and make an ally. Just understand it, smoking, the tobacco can be your ally, and that it may be able to help you release yourself from the addiction itself. But you might want to Google tobacco as a shamanic plant so you can understand, like, it's a protector, right? So if you felt very vulnerable in life, you smoking on one hand is helping shield your protection. And so, and I'm not here to advocate smoking, guys, by the way, but I just want to give you kind of a deeper understanding of what you're craving. You're probably just craving deeper protection, just feeling safe and stuff like that. So stuff to play with. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tina, the angel energy is very strong. Yeah, we're just getting started, girl. You just hold up. Hold up. Yeah, they come in. They've been coming in all morning, all week, actually. Mm. Oh, awesome. Okay, so now that we have that, please start writing down your dreams. What are your dreams? And allow spirit to feed you. Open up your mind and heart to think of even bigger dreams. You know, I don't want to hear my dream is to pay my bills, to finally be able to pay my bills. Go bigger than that. Your dream is to have an amazing career, right? An amazing career that feeds your heart, soul, and your bank account, right? To have all the love that you've desired. Dream bigger. And think about also, because so many light workers and earth angels are here, what's the highest, how can you be of service right now? How can you dream up your highest and best service to the world or to your communities or to your family? Oh, good. Rainy's confirming you. She's like, yeah, when she smokes, she draws herself back a few minutes from heavy people. Yeah, Rainy, I would love for you to really study tobacco, and so that you have a right relationship with it. And I believe that that will dissipate some of the, even some of the frequency that you do it. And then when you're ready to really stop quitting, it's gonna be a beautiful process as opposed to white knuckling, right? You just out of respect and honor for this beautiful thing that's taken you this far. And you guys, you can do that with anything, with alcohol, with drugs. They all have these beautiful ways of helping you. But because our culture always makes everything ugly, makes everything a disease, we don't have the tools yet to reframe that. So I love reframing that, especially for you guys, because we're sensitive and we do what it takes to survive. And many of us struggle with various kinds of addictions. I mean, I just told you I just got rocked in jail, like, well, it's a long ass time ago, but seriously, like, it's because I was sensitive, and the only way for me to escape was like drugs. And so I'm not alone there. There's a lot of us out there. Alcohol, drugs, smoking is a good one. Just whatever works, people. Just let go of the guilt and shame about it and ask the angels for help in letting it go with grace. Okay, great. So I love these dreams, to have a stress-free life, to love yourself more, to have a wow man retreat. Well, make sure I want to go. That sounds great. So hopefully it's 2 separate pages, guys. What you're going to do with the dead side, the shit that's dead, is that you're going to take it outside, and you're not right now, because we're going to do meditation to release it. You're going to take it outside and you're going to not burn that shit. You're going to bury it. Because what do we do with the dead? We bury it. You could also burn it. So depending on what you feel called to do, ask your intuition about the best way for you to release the energy of all those things that you wrote down for once and for all. Like, be done with them. Oh God, and just after it's done, after you bury it, make a beautiful ceremony of it. You can do it today, tomorrow, that we're still in the energy of solstice. Give great respect and honor to everything that is now dead and leaving you. Okay, then the other thing to do with your dreams, put those on your sacred space, where you keep any, if you have a sacred space in your house where you keep, beautiful objects, your angel altar, or whatever you have going on, you keep those and you put them there through the new year. Because we're going to enter into the new year with new energy. We're giving birth. Solstice is about rebirth. So what are you giving birth to? Awesome. And so now that you guys have those, we're gonna invoke the angels to come and do an energetic clearing and to come into your space big time right now. And so if you give me a second, I channeled what we're doing today for this. I just want to make sure I have it up so I get it right. I don't miss anything. And so everybody, get in your receiving stance, however it is that you receive love and light. And we're going to do our invocation. And this is going to be connecting you with the gift of divine light and also helping you release the old. We call on you today, dear Creator, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Azrael, and Jesus, to bring the light back into our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our bank accounts, and all of our relationships. We invoke you deeply into every area of our lives. And we ask, we give these things freely up to you, because all of our dreams come through you. We ask you to infuse our hearts, minds, bodies, bank accounts, and all of our relationships with the divine light now. We also ask that you give us the courage to release anything that no longer serves us. We ask that any aspect of that which is dead or dying in our lives move on with ease and grace. Let go of your anger now. Let go of your resentment now, your grief now, your worry now, your addictions now, and your old patterns now. We thank you, Archangel Uriel and Azrael, and Jesus, for coming. And so everybody continue to breathe. And I want you to imagine Archangel Azrael standing right there, helping you release all of that crap from your energetic field. All of that stuff you wrote down, imagine he's helping take it, crossing it over to the light. That which is dead, that which is dying, energetically can now leave your energy field. Take some deep breaths as this work is done. And I'm also seeing Archangel Michael coming in to help clear away any fear, any debris of moving into your next level of life as you shift upwards in life. And they're showing me so many of you shifting upwards, raising not just your vibration, but also raising your standards in 2017. They want you to know that you have all of the support that you need, but it is one step at a time. So as you release, please let go of everything that doesn't serve you so that you can raise your standards in 2017 and start magnetizing that beautiful life that you know is waiting for you, that you can feel in there somewhere. It just has yet to manifest. Thank you, Archangel Azrael. And now I want you to imagine that you're looking into the sky at the beautiful sun, and there's no clouds. It's just the sun. I want you to imagine that you see a big pulse of the sun and that a warm golden solar wind comes down to you from that burst to surround you. Breathe in the warmth from the sun into every cell of your body. That beautiful light, that beautiful truth that's coming down and descending, that beautiful light of the solstice. And I want you to notice Archangel Uriel now standing right by you. Uriel's holding a lantern, a bright, beautiful golden lantern. And imagine that Uriel is shining his light deep into the heart of any darkness in your mind and your heart and your body. Allow the sun and Archangel Uriel to really infiltrate these dark parts and clean out the darkness and fill up any patches that were left open from that which was removed back, filling everything up with this golden light of renewal, of rebirth. And I see Archangel Uriel illuminating your minds, illuminating your crown chakra and minds, and he's telling me that there's a lot of confusion as what direction that you are to go. So please work with Archangel Uriel. For those of you who are confused or in a threshold in life right now and you're confused about how to move forward, please work with Archangel Uriel. He wants to help you. He wants to help you get clear on your path towards the light. Towards the light. And he's saying one of the things you can ask is, which path is going to take me more to love, more towards light? And so if that becomes clear, then you know which path to take. It may not be the easiest road, let me warn you in advance. It rarely is the easiest road, but that's still the path to take. Thank you, Archangel Uriel. So continue to breathe. As this work is done, I'd like to connect you with some new thoughts and feelings for this gift of light that you're receiving. I know what it feels like to be illuminated with God's light. Say yes aloud if you'd like to be connected with that. I am the light of the Creator. Say yes if you'd like to be connected with that feeling, that thought. Life is on my side. Say yes. I know how to manifest my dreams with ease. Say yes to that one. I'm a magnet for good. Say yes aloud if you want some of that. I know what it is to feel 100% fulfilled in life, no matter what is going on around me. It's safe for me to pursue my dreams. I know how to dream big. Say yes aloud. I know what it feels like to give birth to my big dreams and ideas. I know it's safe for me to now give birth to my big dreams and my big ideas. And so everybody, if you said yes, I'm going to send all of those to you now with the help of our archangels. And just go ahead and notice in your body any shifts that are happening for you or that have started as we've started doing this work. I want you to envision that 2017 and those dreams that you're having. Make sure Archangel Uriel lights that up, light it up with his lantern. I want you to see his lantern filling up every single dream and that entire path of 2017 for you. And we ask that you stay open to your divine guidance from this day forward, that you hear the call, that you hear all of the calls from your higher self, from God, and from those benevolent angels that are trying to help you, help strengthen you on this journey here. Thank you, angels, for coming. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Creator, Azrael. I see all the yeses up and down here. Yeah. And so whether you're listening to this live or on the replay, we're sending all of this good juju to you. Anybody feel a shift? Just say yes if you felt a shift. Oh, yeah. Oh, some of you guys are crying. You feel calm. A lot of you felt something. A lot of you felt something. Oh my gosh, I just feel so blessed. Okay, you guys are, yeah, oh my gosh. I just love this work, you guys. Oh, I love this work and just watching you guys just do some really powerful work. And it's just so simple if we know how to do it. It's really how I changed my life, by doing things like this daily, starting a daily practice. And oh, thank you, Dutch. I'm glad you guys are feeling it and feeling the good juju. Oh, I just love this stuff. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about your dreams, and I'm going to tell you about my dream that I've been dreaming up for a little while, but it really came clear what my dream was, my next dream. This is my bigger dream, because I had a recent health scare that I felt like it may kill me. So I had a cancer scare recently. My mom died when she was around my age. Now, I was a teenager when she died. And I got called back because they found a mass, right? They found a lump. And as you can imagine, because my mom died around my age, it really messed with me in my head. I mean, I started already like, okay, how am I going to get buried? And how am I going to, okay, what loose ends? And so I went through a whole life review, just like you guys are doing a life review right now. And I really, certain things got really clear, got really clear that all I really need to be doing are just a handful of things. It's like love up on my babies, squeeze them so much, have bombastic sex with with my love, right? And when it came to the work that I do, it was do as much as I can while I still have time for you guys. Oh shit, I'm gonna start crying. Damn it. Usually when I'm starting to cry on these calls, it's not like you can't see me. Damn it. All right. Nose break. Okay. And so I started dreaming up. While I was feeling like I might die. I just knew that I had to do more for you guys. And so this is what I started dreaming up, was something like what we do in these 21 days, but something that's more sustainable. Spirit showed me that so far I've built the body, right? There's all these light workers and it's like this body, but the heart is still waiting to be born. And so if any of you know, in the heart of any temple or any church, it's called the inner sanctum. And it's really where the hardcore priests and priestesses gather, and they connect, they share, and it's like a secret chamber. And so the dream is creating an inner sanctum for the work that we're doing, where we can go to, where we can experience each Sunday a new lesson, a new teaching, a new download, a new invocation, something like the one we just did, right? Where it helps us clear the gunk that we're all storing up. And it's the gunk that's the only thing that's blocking us from profound bliss, profound awesomeness. And so I'd like to share with you that my dream is the inner sanctum, and that I've created a way for us to continue to keep our vibe raised, to continue to support each other in our awakening, to continue to help you really like discover your life purpose and help keep you connected to the angels. Because again, I see the angels as more than just bring me miracles. It's a path of transformation for me. And I've done a lot of deep study in other modalities, and I work with all of the invisible posse, ascended masters and ancestors and all of that. And I just, I think, the inner sanctum is going to be a vehicle for me to share even more with you guys. And so, so this is what it would look like. Every Sunday, I would send you a new teaching, a new invocation, a new angel healing. It could be nature-based. It could be anything. They'll all be channeled, and they'll all be channeled real time for you guys. So real time meaning, in that month. And so it's going to be real energetic hits on what's going to be needed for all of us, all of our soul family. And so you'd get 4 of those a month. And then you get an invitation to one of these calls like we're doing today. Once a month, we'll have one of these where we talk about the real shit, the reality of becoming conscious in an unconscious world where people often don't understand us. They don't, we feel afraid to share who we are because we don't know who to speak to. So we're going to build a community. And so the Inner Sanctum will have a private, like a secret Facebook group where we can get a little more down and dirty about the real shit, the real stuff in life, and really connect on a deep level in a more sustainable way. And so on the calls, on the monthly calls, the live calls, I'm going to show up live. You guys can ask me your questions about anything. I'm a therapist, so I'd like to hear about your relationship problems, about anything that's going on, and channel the angels to kind of support your path, your history. So many of you guys have so much to do in this world. And I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was capable of not too long ago. And I know there's so many of you who don't know who you are either. And I want to help you. And so on these calls, I'll be taking your questions, and we'll be just, partying down. Because the path can be so challenging for us, energetically, we're so sensitive. What I'm also going to do is give you guys first access to free private sessions, free angel healings, and deep discounts on angel healings from my angel alchemists, my students who are just badass intuitive healers. Because the only way I was able to survive is by getting frequent energy healings from people. So that comes as part of being an Inner Sanctum member, is that you would get discounts. Nose break. You would also get discounts in other things that I do. So any workshops that I teach or courses, you guys would just kind of really be the inner circle, right? You're just the heart of what we're doing here. And so some people come to angel work because they just I just need money. And some people come to it because they're on a freaking mission. Spirit tends to bring me people with a pretty deep purpose, a lot of healers, a lot of teachers, a lot of people with some pretty deep messages to share. So I'm hoping that if that's resonating with you, that you're a member of the Inner Sanctum. So oh, yay. Okay, you guys. So, I mean, how's this sounding good? What do you guys think? I mean, say yes if it sounds like you like it. Okay, good. Awesome. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be really good. It's just more intimate, more real, and more sustainable. So we can keep going and keep growing together. We're so used to being so alone all the time, especially those of us that are used to carrying other people. So this will be a way for us to connect. And so there is a monthly membership, and it's a monthly membership fee of $1,000. Just kidding. It's actually going to be $27 a month for all of that. Except for right now, I'm going to offer it to you guys for even less than that. Because I feel like you guys you guys get it, and it would be an honor to have you as founding members of the Inner Sanctum. And so, so starting January 1st, we're going to do it. I'm going to send, and January 1st happens to be a Sunday, right? So what a fucking great way to start off 2017. In your inbox on January 1st, at like early in the morning, when you're going to wake up to a transmission. And so it starts on January 1st. So before January 1st, I'm offering it to you guys. I haven't announced it to anybody. This is the first time I'm talking about it. My list is very big, but I want you guys to know about it first. It's going to be $17 a month. So you could save $100. And so I really want, because we're trying to make it as affordable as for everybody who really feels the call. I know, like, my heart gets broken because I hear so many of you not able to take this course with me because of cash or, you know, whatever it is. So it's a really beautiful way for us to do that. If you want to check it out, I think the page is up. It's the Inner Sanctum space, theinnersanctumspace.com. Let me just type it in here. And you can also find it on my website. We just put it up last night. So this is my dream, guys. We're a bunch of awesome, trippy mystics gather and start talking about really amazing stuff and helping each other transform. Okay. InnerSanctumSpace.com. So there it is, guys. If you sign up today, you'll please sign up today. I have 30 spots. Okay, so with a bonus, I wanted to give you guys a kickstart, right? And so even though our first transmission is on the 1st, what I'm going to do is, I can't really add it in there. Okay, so it's theinnersanctumspace.com, and I can't, for some reason, I can't put it in the message for you. So www.theinnersanctumspace.com, or you can go to my website, CorinGrillo.com, and you'll see it in one of the tabs. It'll just say Inner Sanctum. Okay. Oh, thank you. Is it Selene or Celine? Oh, gracias. I don't know why I just said gracias, but you know. Okay. So the first 30 people who say yes to joining us in the Inner Sanctum is going to get a free 30-minute session with one of my alchemists, an angel healing, angel reading with one of my alchemists. And for the rest of you who don't get in, I'll give you your bonus code. You'll get a discount code, and then you can get pretty amazing readings for really low cost. So I'm mostly, Inner Sanctum is about people who want to transform, want to discover their purpose, and want to stay lifted and raised. It's so freaking hard to keep your vibe raised when we're surrounded by negativity. So this is how we're going to do it, people. We're going to do it all month long. And I'm excited about our first freaking call. The Inner Sanctum call is going to pop off. And so, so who's coming? Who's coming? Let me know if you really you're feeling called to do this. You want to do this with me. Say yes if you're gonna, if you know you're gonna sign up. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, so many yeses. Oh, okay, well, hurry, get your free sessions, people. Hurry, sign up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I can't believe it. Let me just say, you guys just made my dream come true right now. Like, this is just something I've been dreaming up, and I've been so nervous about it. I'm going to cry again. Shit. All right. Damn it. All right. All right. Oh my God, love you guys. Let's have a toast. So hopefully you brought your beverage of choice. You know, I got a cold, so I couldn't do anything. I was going to maybe do a little hornitos, a little tequila or something, but champagne if I was trying to be a lady. But today it's just going to be some tea. Okay, you guys. So cheers to you. We're in for some really good times together. And keep your angel magic flowing. Let's toast to the angels and to all the awesomeness that's already happening and that's going to continue to happen for all of us. May we all be blessed hardcore in 2017. May we all find the support that we need and find the safe places to gather, that we can just finally be ourselves. Okay. Love to you guys. And you'll be hearing from me. Oh, something else. You'll get a few free audios too today. You'll get a money clearing for you today if you sign up, and you'll also get a Meet Your Guardian Angel audio that are kind of in, I have them. So once you sign up and make your first payment, then you'll get that in your inbox. All right, guys. Wow. This has been like so fun. Yay, the inner sanctum. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And so we're going to do some really cool shit next year together. All right, you guys. Keep your magic flowing. Keep working with Archangel Uriel today, tomorrow. Help him illuminate your all things. Help him. He can help you give God's truth, get clarity, all of that good stuff. And so angel juju coming at everyone. To those of you who are still doing angel miss, keep rocking it. And we hope to see you on the 1st. Again, your first audio for Inner Sanctum will come on the 1st of 2017. So I have a feeling it's going to be cracking. Okay. Oh, yay, Laura just signed up. Love to you guys. Love to you. Bye-bye.